What are they doing? Are you meaning to say that it is not, if it is in cahoots with jail officials, there is someone above jail officials also whose head should roll, no Satya?
See, these are all day-to-day activities.
Oh, okay.
Day-to-day activities are taken care by the prison in charge. Here in this case, what is his name? K. Suresh is the chief superintendent of the Bangalore jail. These are the people who will do day-to-day activities.
Right.
The DGP prisons and all, they have many prisons to take care, and he will once in a month or something do a visit. I'm nowhere saying what has happened is right. Jail is no resort, and it is a reformation center. And these sort of activities should not be there. There will be some sort of social activity for prisoners,
Of
no
course.
doubt in that. But not this sort of activities where they have access to phones, they have access to TVs. It's a very simple thing. Let them have access to phone, but put the jammers in the jail. As soon as you put the jammers, the phone will not.
How did this happen, Satya? How did this happen, Satya? Someone has allowed it.
How did this happen? The report should come from the committee which is there, R. Hitendra, Mr. Sandeep Patil and others. How can I say? I can only say what has happened is not good. The government as of the day has acted on them. All the chief prison superintendent, the prison superintendent and the deputy chief prison superintendent, two of them have been suspended. One guy has been transferred. Now let as you know, earlier D. Rupa also IPS officer,
Yes.
senior IPS officer had given a report.
Yes.
At that time, the government acted on certain things. Again, there is something which has happened, where again these sort of activities.
She was pilloried and like how? I mean, I don't have over such obnoxious incidents, Sathya Prakash Ji.
I don't know, it is a touch and go situation, catch-22 situation for me. If a senior officer of that nature, who was a CFO of a public sector, I don't know, he should have put his firm foot and he could have, and someone should build the cat, no? Someone should build the cat. And, I'm not saying, there is no corruption. I will be a hypocrite if I say there is no corruption. Corruption is there everywhere. What I am saying is, with a due regards to that elderly gentleman, in that hour of grief, I think the best thing he could do was, chalo, theek hai, main thoda paisa leke, main chale jao, because there was so much grief inside. But still, what I would have thought, he should have put his foot down and, he should have made it sure that, again, those officers will not have the face to ask another guy, who has lost his son or daughter. But, there's no doubt that, we have to put an end to this. The concerned ACP has been suspended. See, as a representative of the party, I can only tell this much. On TV, I cannot tell more than this. Our government will act on those things. But even after 1 week, another thing will come. Sudha, if you again question me, somewhere it pricks my conscience, but I have nothing else other than to put the government's point of view. There is no doubt in my mind that these hush up probes will not do. We need to put our foot forward. We need to make sure jail is no more a resort. As simple as that. Someone who goes to jail should fear. After seeing all this,
but you know
no
what?
one will fear a jail.
But there is also one theory that we are
spokesperson of the party.
No, sir, I know. Satya,
no.
Sathya Prakash is usually the first one to say what is wrong is wrong. He's never minced his words, and I respect him for that. But the point of the matter
that is not the point.
Sir, the point is then let the Home Minister also come out. No,
there needs to be a...
Sir, the Home Minister forming a committee, sir. Sathya Prakash.
One good decision that our Home Minister, Mr. Dr. Parameshwar, has taken is, he has said that, an officer of a rank of an IPS would be in charge of Parappana Agrahara immediately. That is a welcome step. Okay. And unlike other times, when people from the prisons department used to head that, okay, now an IPS officer would head. That is a welcome step. Next thing is, as our senior IPS officer Sanjay Ji said, and I respect him for what he said, there are no CC cameras, but who is going to watch all those CC cameras to make sure nothing untoward has happened? So I suggest, to my home department, that a thorough team should be in place, which will monitor what is happening in these cells on a regular basis. Only then, there's some red flags can be raised. And if any such activities are going on, a raid can be put in that particular jail. So, see, what I'm trying to tell is there are problems. I'll not run away from these problems. We will set procedures in place. There is nothing better than laying procedures for this. Standard operating procedures should be laid. on how to stop mobile phones coming in, how to stop liquor flowing in, how to stop all these illegal activities. We cannot accept jail being a resort. As simple as that. And I will assure you that our government will take all necessary steps possible to make sure that all this sort of incidents will not happen in the future. And the IAS officer rank guy who will now head Parappana Agrahara will make sure that all this nonsense will stop on an immediate basis. All I can say today.